Johnny McDaid has been dating Courteney Cox for more than a decade, but he still hasn't seemed to prove himself to the Friends actor's protective pals. Cox's romance with McDaid first started in 2013, the same year her divorce was finalized from ex-husband David Arquette. However, the couple still isn't living together full-time. The lack of commitment from the Chasing Cars singer to move to the U.S. from across the pond has caused Cox's friends to remain skeptical of their relationship, especially after the duo's broken engagement in 2015. One of Cox's closest gals and fellow Friends co-star Jennifer Aniston has reportedly kept her guard up for years when it comes to McDaid. Jennifer has always been wary of Johnny, a source recently spilled to a news publication. She finds it really odd that Johnny won't move to LA full-time to live with Courteney and insists on living in London. While Cox, 59, and McDaid, 47, have seemed to successfully make it work, even after being stuck in separate countries throughout the strict beginning guidelines of the COVID-19 pandemic, Aniston thinks the whole long-distance thing, after all these years, is such a red flag, the insider admitted. She's always polite to him, but she thinks he ought to be thanking his lucky stars to have landed Courteney, the confidant concluded. The source's claims about Aniston's alleged feelings toward Cox and McDaid's relationship come less than 2 weeks after the Cougar Town star reflected on her brief split from the Snow Patrol band member during a guest appearance on the Minnie Questions podcast on Wednesday, April 24. "It was really intense," Cox confessed of the split. "We broke up in therapy. I didn't know it was coming. We went to this therapist to talk about our boundaries, what we could and couldn't accept about each other," she explained. However, Cox revealed McDaid called things off within the first minute of their supervised conversation. The Scream actress recalled, "I was like, what? And we were engaged. And I was so shocked. I was in so much pain. I also don't like surprises." Despite feeling heartbroken, Cox didn't blame McDaid for his decision, as she called him an incredible human being who was in a great deal of pain at the time. Looking back at the situation, she reflected, "I'm so thankful for that breakup because when we got back together it was a different relationship, but also because it really taught me how I operated in the world, what were the things from my childhood that I needed. Whether it was to be adored by men. Things that I didn't know how to let go to be in a relationship. To not take things personally. My boundaries, I just went into myself, and I had a great therapist," Cox, who has now been reconciled with McDaid for years, shared. Star spoke to a source about Aniston.